the business of the day. I would not want to, waste time at all or for any reason whatsoever. Okay. And there was something I actually saw that made me want to make this video at this time. This is 2:26 p.m. and this is 1:26 p.m. UTC. After the news release, there was this sudden, change in what was actually happening when it comes to what the market is currently saying. All right, because I believe this is what the big institutions, large trading firms, this is also what they look at before they start making their decisions. Okay. And now we are able to have it the same way they are having it as a retail trader. Okay. So let me tell you what happened, or what is currently happening now. The market just received new information about, inflation in America, and that one piece of that one piece of information. Just a moment. I want to make sure the network is okay while we are doing it, or we are running this live stream. If it is not, I'm just going to start all over again. One moment, please. This is what we have to do just to make sure that we are on the right page and that we are doing the right thing. I think the network is a bit slow. Let's check the network from another source. Okay, I think, okay, we are still good to go. All right. We had this issue yesterday, and I was just there making the analysis while everything about the live streaming has actually stopped. Okay. Okay, so what was I saying? I was trying to say that the market has just received a new information, and if you look at the chart, sorry, if you look at the market pulse here, you will see what the information that I really want to talk about here in the intelligence summary. Okay. And the new information in America is what the market has just received. And like I was trying to say earlier on, that the one piece of information, or that one piece, actually changed the mood of investors around the world. please fact check this information from any source around the world, any financial trading website around the world. Okay, now every day, I'm trying to put it in a in a very nice context. Every day the market tells us a story. Okay, some days it could be an exciting story, okay, and some days it could be a confusing one. But yeah, if we want to talk about that, we can, if you traded yesterday, you would know what I even on Monday, you would know what I am talking about. Some days it could be very confusing, but today I think the market is trying to tell us something, very important. For those who are, yeah, subscribers of this information here, the market pulse. All right. So let's quickly see how we can figure it out together. Okay. This is what the live stream is supposed to be about. What is the way forward? Okay. What is the way forward? Now, if let me ask you this question. And the question is very simple. If you have ever noticed that maybe sometimes gold suddenly, starts rising, or that Bitcoin maybe starts moving in a very surprising manner, or sometimes maybe, how do I put it, maybe dollar starts falling also, and you are there wondering what just happened. That actually did happen, I mean, about 2 weeks ago. Now nobody's, and nobody explained anything. You're not getting informed from any source. Nobody sent you a message. No Telegram channels, informed you about what is really, happening. Everybody's just posting what they see from, you know, uh, um, platforms like FX Street, and so on and so forth. Nobody's able to break it down the way, we are always trying to break the market down. Well, let's say that it's also, today even is also one of those days. Okay. Yeah, today is one of those days. Now, look at this. The first in Beacon FX, is telling, I mean, what Beacon FX is telling us today, or telling you today, or telling me today, is that something changed today, and the market, is thinking what? Just in one way. The market is only thinking in one way today. And is thinking differently, and that's the first lesson you need to we are just first trying to learn first. Now, market changes their mind, and so are traders. We have to notice when that happens. So imagine your friend tells you, I am definitely traveling, next month, and maybe your husband, your wife, your child tells you, oh, I will be making this journey next month or next week, you know and everybody start preparing. Then maybe suddenly he or she says, actually, I might maybe travel much earlier than we thought. What does that mean? That definitely is going to mean a change of plan, right? So that's exactly what we are currently. I'm going to take you to the dashboard. We're going to see everything. That's what is exactly happening here. So investors now believe the American Central Bank could reduce interest rates sooner than they expected. Mark these words, okay? And because of that, money is definitely beginning to move differently. All right. So one of the reports America released, showed that price aren't rising as fast as many people expected. All right. It's not rising as fast as many people expected. All right. Yes, I'm going to talk about what I just did right now, okay? Because it's exclusively has to be for yeah, paid members. All right. So this is just to enlighten us about what we are doing at BeaconFX.trade. All right. So if you think about it this way, that let's say you go to the market maybe every Saturday, and maybe last month, let's say tomatoes became more expensive every month or every week. Now this month, if they are still expensive, or let's just say they are still expensive, let's just say they are still expensive, but the price it's not increasing as quickly anymore. That's the kind of message investors received. Okay, here, with what they receive, inflation is not disappearing, but it seems to be slowing down a bit. It seems to be slowing down a bit. Now, here is where it gets interesting. When investors think that interest rates could come down, gold often becomes more attractive. So that's why we are watching gold very closely, and that's why we are watching it even very closely today. Okay, we are watching it very closely today. So, and at the same time, the dollar is not getting the same support it had before. So naturally, some currencies and assets, they will begin to look stronger against it. All right. Yes, they'll begin to look what? Stronger against it. So please take note. Let me open the trade buyer so that I can explain this a little bit, further, so we can see what we mean. All right. It's very technical, but for a group or a team to put up something like this, you should definitely know that there's a reason, this there's a reason they are doing this. All right. Yeah, there's a good reason why they are doing what they are doing. Okay, just a moment, please. I'm just trying to break down what investors, what big banks, what institutions, what they are actually doing, and why they may be taking, you know, this kind of decision, or the kind of decision that they are taking or making. All right. So I'm going to also try as much as possible to make sure. All right. I have opened the trade bias. It's not supposed to be. All right. I have opened the trade bias so that you can see, you know, you can see and you can understand what we are trying to explain. Okay. Now notice something. Let's see how the market pulse at BeaconFX is responding to everything that we have just discussed. If you notice here that gold is here, Bitcoin is here, the silver also is here. See Bitcoin, see gold, see GBP USD, see silver, see GB. Okay, we are not talking about GBP AUD. All right. Now, do you see a pattern? That's the question I want to ask. Okay, and this is not random. Do you see a pattern here? All right. Do you see a pattern? These ideas are connected by the same market story. I also want you to notice something. See, confidence is around 69%, 66%, 61%, 61%. Yeah, for gold, for silver, for GBP USD, for BTC, USD. Now look at it here. It's not at 100. And if you ask me from this desk and everybody around BeaconFX, I really like that, and they really like it, because the market doesn't make promises, it gives probabilities. And the job here is not to predict perfectly. Okay, the job at BeaconFX is to make good decisions with the information that we have today. All right, so that is the job that we have. That is what we are trying to do. That is what we want to achieve, the level, the height we want to get to. Okay, and that's a very good one. Right now, many people don't like hearing this, and let me just tell you that every good trading idea also has a reason that it could fail. Okay, so that's why I love this section. It reminds us to stay humble. I'm just going to move away from the trade bias, all right, and go back to the market pulse. All right, I don't want it to seem as though subscribers for the market pulse will seem, okay, why am I subscribing when everything is out there? Okay, yes. So like I was saying, if inflation suddenly starts rising again, please listen, or let's say maybe the central bank changes its tone, the market could completely change direction. Honestly, um, let's put some things together. I think we have to continue this live streaming again. We are having some technical issues, and once we